So it seems like Ian Garry is just trying to kill whatever fan base he has. You know, he's got a big following on Instagram, but I don't know how many of them people are actually like big time fans of this guy. And it feels like in my mind that Ian Garry is trying to do whatever he can do to kill his fan base. So he's now threatening to sue Sean Strickland uh, over this video he made. So I'm just going to play the video he made. I'm going to let you hear what Sean Strickland said, and then I'll give you my thoughts.
I never talk to anybody's spouses, but this shit ain't right. It ain't fucking right. I gotta talk about it. Ian Garry, I remember I met you, dude. It was in New York. You were this fine ass girl. She had the little nipple coverings. We all fucking seen it, right? Everybody fucking seen it. But I remember thinking to myself, there ain't something right about that girl. There's something about that woman that ain't fucking right. The way she walked, the way she looked, the way she talked, I knew it. Now I'm finding out you're 26, she's fucking 40, the ex fucking husband lives with you, you took the last name. Motherfucker, she wrote a book on how to be a wag. I didn't know what a wag was until now, dude. This shit ain't right, dude. She's a succubus. You gotta run away, bro. Hot girls are a dime a dozen. We'll get you one, we'll get you ring girls, we'll get you two at the same time, bro. You gotta pull the ripcord, man. It ain't fucking right, my friend. You gotta pull that fucking ripcord. I'm here for you, dude. Naked News here for you. Do the right things, Ian Garry. Fucking pull that fucking ripcord.
So after that, Sean Strickland went to Twitter and put out a tweet that said, "You put a man's mugshot on a shirt to shame him, and then you say you're going to sue me? Learn how to be a fucking man. Were you born without a ball sack, or did your wife remove them? Remove them, coward. Utter fucking coward." And then this is a screenshot of what Ian Garry said to him. "And if you choose to continue to spread it, knowing from the source it's not true, then you are partaking in harassment and defamation of character. Smart move would be to take it down." And then Sean Strickland said, "I'm not a lawyer. Here's the thing, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a guy who's trying to help a cuck. Lol. So me, get in line, motherfucker. There are a few in front of you. I would have respected you more if you threatened violence against me, but I guess it makes sense, cuck." So he said that to Ian Garry, called Ian Garry a cuck. He said, "Here's the fucking thing, you guys." He didn't say, "Here's the fucking thing, you guys," but yeah, he did say that. And then Ian Garry responded, "Sean, what you're doing is spreading hate and lies and harassment. I'm helping you here, giving you a heads up." It's like, you're helping me by being a fucking bitch about it and fucking suing me. And then so Sean Strickland brought out another video after that. And in the video he said this.
Y'all will not believe what just happened. So I'm a homie, right? And I send Ian Garry a message. I'm like, bro, hey, here's the thing, man. Dicks before chicks, dude. I know you're going through some shit right now. I know that fucking you got preyed upon. I know all this shit, bro, and I'm here for you. Just give me a call if you need me. And this motherfucker, he says, I'm gonna sue you if you don't fucking delete that. You're gonna sue me, motherfucker. He said that I was lying. Motherfucker, I ain't lying. You are 26. She is 40. She wrote a fucking book on how to be old and be with a young athlete. I ain't fucking lying, bro. This is factual. And Ian Garry, I don't give a fuck about being sued. You think I give a fuck about that? You want me to respect you. You say that I'm going to go fucking to Bass Pro Shop, wherever the fuck you go. I'm going to go buy a nine. I'm going to handle this like a man. I would have respected that. I don't fucking respect that. But hey, I fucking expect nothing else from a man like you.
And Sean Strickland makes a lot of good points there. He didn't say anything wrong. If he's going to get sued, I think they're going to laugh Layla Machado and Ian Garry out of court if they were actually to go sue over this. Like, he hasn't said anything that's wrong. Maybe he's being a bit speculative, but outside of that, like he said, Ian Garry is 26 and she is 40, 41. And she did write a book on how to be a wag. Like, that is true. Like, they haven't said, well, Sean Strickland hasn't said anything in particular that, is wrong. He hasn't. He hasn't said anything crazy here. Like, I don't get why you would sue over this. It seems very stupid. Ian Gary is just completely ruining what fan base he does have. Nobody can really respect this sort of mindset. And you know who I blame for this? I'm not going to blame Layla Machado. I'm not going to blame his wife here. I'm actually going to blame fucking Logan Paul. Logan Paul created a narrative that if you trash talk another fighter or something like that, like I know these two aren't fighting or anything like that, but he's created this narrative now in combat sports where you just go and sue anyone who talks smack about you. So I'm blaming fucking Logan Paul here. Fuck you, Logan Paul. You've completely killed combat sports now. Thank you. Awesome. Good job there, pal. When he sued Dylan Dennis over trash talk, which is lame, very lame. And I know technically, according to what the heck, Dylan? It wasn't really Logan. He's not the one suing you. What the heck? Well, yeah, no, he's the one funding the lawsuit. He could have told her to not sue. So anyway, Logan Paul pretty much sued Dylan Dennis, and now combat sports is ruined, and now everybody's fucking suing anybody. Like they'll laugh they will laugh this out of court if they were to sue Sean Strickland over this. He hasn't said anything wrong, you know. All of everything he said is online information. He hasn't gone out and made any rumors up. He hasn't gone and created some false narrative. He is just talking about what there is out there. So fucking stupid. Uh, you know, I don't know. I'm picturing fucking maybe Layla was the actual one who wrote this and not Ian Gary, but it's still not a good look for fucking Ian Gary. You know, to sit down, shut up, and let your wife do what I'm told. Like he's pretty much just sat down, he's shut up, and he's let his fucking wife take over his phone. Like I don't know, it's not a good look. She's like pretty much using her as well, not using her, but she's pretty much a puppet master here. Like got her hand right up fucking Ian Gary's asshole, and he's doing whatever he's fucking told. It's not a good look as him as a person. Nobody's gonna respect him as a person. He's a great fighter. Don't get me wrong. He's a very good fighter, but like, he's gonna have such a small fan base because he's just doing bad decision after bad decision. Like he's already killed like his Christian fan base and religious fan base, like by claiming to be God himself. So there's that fan base that he's like alienated. Uh, Now he's gonna alienate just his combat sports fan base because I don't think most people are going to be supporting Sean Strickland getting sued. Like, I don't think that's a narrative where people are going to be like, yeah, Strickland deserved that. Like, no, I think it's really fucking stupid. Your wife is the one who wrote a book on how to be a wag. Don't be upset. It really seems like Ian Gary's very insecure about this whole thing. Like, because the fact he's, considering fucking suing Sean Strickland for defamation. What has he made up? Like, he hasn't made anything up. Let me listen to this video again. Let's just have another listen real quick.
Guys, I never talk about anybody's spouses, but this shit ain't right. It ain't fucking right. I gotta talk about it. Ian Garry, I remember I met you, dude. It was in New York. You were this fine ass girl. She had the little nipple coverings. We all fucking seen it, right? Everybody fucking seen it. But I remember thinking to myself, there ain't something right about that girl. There's something about that woman that ain't fucking right. The way she walked, the way she looked, the way she talked, I knew it. Now I'm finding out you're 26, she's fucking 40. The ex fucking husband lives with you. You took the last name.
Like, yeah, her husband, ex-husband, does live at their fucking house. That is very fucking strange, Ian Gary. You can go sue for defamation however you want, but that is fucking very strange. Nobody lives with their wife's ex-husband. Nobody does that. That is just fucking bizarre. That is one of the weirdest things I've ever heard. That is not a normal fucking, that is not a normal thing people do. No, normal people don't, like, women don't live with their ex-husbands while living with another partner. That is just not a fucking normal thing.
She wrote a book on how to be a wag. I didn't know what a wag was until now, dude. This shit ain't right, dude. She's a succubus. You gotta run away, bro. Hot girls are a dime a dozen. We'll get you one. We'll get you ring girls. We'll get you two at the same time, bro. You gotta pull the ripcord, man. It ain't fucking right, my friend. You gotta pull that fucking ripcord. I'm here for you. The Internet community's here for you. Do the right things, Ian Garry. Fucking pull that fucking. Guys, I never.
Like, nothing he said there was fucking defamation. Like, The worst he said was like jokingly, like saying, she was controlling him. And that's not even defamation. That's, would it be defamation if you like said to your friend, like, damn, you're really whipped by this girl, man. Like, you're really ripped, dude. Like, not like ripped as in shredded, like, you're whipped. Sorry. You're whipped. Like, fucking, you do whatever that bitch says. Like, you do whatever this woman wants you to do. Like, you're so pussy whipped, man. Like, saying that to your friend. Would your friend be able to just go, I'm fucking suing you over that? That's bullshit. Like, no. It doesn't work that way. Like I know he's a professional fighter. He fights in a cage for a living, but suing over that fucking like over something that small is honestly one of the most bitch-made things I've ever seen. That is like not a good talking point or narrative to have in combat sports moving forward. It is such a shit thing to do. Like it generally hates me. I hate it. Sorry, it drives me insane to even see combat sports turn this way. It's Sean Strickland. He's gonna talk trash. You can't just go and sue him because he's gonna speak out about a book your wife wrote. Like she was the one who wrote a book on how to be a wag. Like where is the problem? What has Sean Strickland said? Like be angry at your wife. You're obviously insecure about her writing a book on how to be a wag because you're going full meltdown mode. Ian Gary's going full meltdown mode, threatening to sue over this shit. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think personally it's a bit pathetic from Ian Gary here. You're an athlete. You're a combat sports athlete. He's not like he said anything fucking. He hasn't made anything up that isn't public knowledge. It's all public knowledge. None of it's defamation. Defamation would be if he was to make up some fucking controversy or something that would affect her livelihood. Nothing he said affects her livelihood or your livelihood. It's just facts that are out there. And, you can't fucking sue everyone who goes and fucking researches public information. It doesn't work that fucking way. We live in a real world. We don't live fucking via the internet, Like people can go and search all this shit up. Unfortunate for you, she wrote a book on how to fucking groom a young athlete and then, gets that young athlete once they're before they've made it and everything, that's what a wag is. She wrote a book about it. That's what you are. You're a fucking test subject from her book pretty much. You used the book that she wrote. She used her techniques and everything. She used her $50,000 budget that she talked about in the book to get all the breast implants, to get all the makeups, get all the extensions, hair extensions, lip fillers. You know, she brought out the whole kit and caboodle. She brought out the whole fucking performance enhancing drugs for gold digging. She's done that. She's got out the whole laboratory. She's fucking been injected with all the fucking enhancers. She probably got a Brazilian butt lift too, or maybe she just got a. I don't know. I haven't seen Layla Machado's ass or anything. Maybe she just got a natural Brazilian butt because she is half Brazilian. I don't know. I don't know. This ain't defamation. I haven't seen her. But yeah, I don't know. I just think this is really whack from me and Gary. Like nobody's gonna take this guy seriously. Like he's a good fighter, but he's gonna have no fucking fans. Like maybe that's what he wants to do, but like he's not a good trash talker. He's not Colby. He's not playing a character. He just looks like a fucking cockhead, like threatening to sue over the littlest thing. Like I say, if Sean Strickland made up something that was hurting his wife's company or something like that, then yeah, fair enough. I still wouldn't think suing would be right because it's a fucking UFC. You're gonna get trash talk, but he hasn't said anything that's not true. So if you go and sue Ian Gary, you're not going to achieve anything. You're not going to win anything. You're just going to lose even more fans, and nobody's going to take you seriously. Yeah, I just think it's pathetic to even threaten to sue over something so fucking little like that. But this is the fight game now. You know, you let these fucking YouTubers and influencers in, and then fucking lawsuits start getting thrown around left, right, and center. That's the one thing I don't like about influencer fighting because Ian Gary is an actual fighter and everything, but he does. If there was a fighter that lives an influencer type lifestyle, it is him. He's got his older wife who's been involved in the media as a journalist, or not a journalist, but as an interviewer and that sort of stuff. and then in modeling, and she knows how celebrities live. And then you got Ian Garry, who gets kicked out of a gym because he's always filming. He's filming documentaries. He's always got camera crews everywhere. He has to film everything. He's filming documentaries after documentary for every camp. Like he lives the life of an influencer, but he's not an actual influencer, if that makes sense. Like he's not that big as like a Logan Paul or any of them guys, but he is a fighter. But he's the most influencer based type fighter, is the way I'm wording this. And yeah, it's just they've ruined fucking combat sports because now Ian Gary's gone and take influence from fucking Logan Paul, and now he's thinking it's the right thing to do to sue left, right, and center. I hope if he does sue, I think the judges will laugh the fucking case out of the room because like enough, like I know I've repeated it enough, but I just think it's a ridiculous thing to sue about. But anyway, that's all I've got to say. Fucking absolutely ridiculous from Ian Gary. Like I don't know how he's gonna have a fan base after this because he's just doing fucking cringe thing after cringe thing, claiming to be Jesus, claiming to be God himself, and now he's fucking threatening to sue Sean Strickland, who has a very dedicated fan base. So yeah, I don't know. It's not looking too hot for fucking Ian Gary here. But we'll see how this plays out. If there's any updates to this, if anything Ian Gary says or Sean Strickland says, I'll make a follow-up video to this. But this is all I've got to say on the situation so far. So thank you for watching. Absolute fucking bullshit here. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe, like this video, share this video around too, because a lot of my videos do get blocked, unfortunately. So send this video around. I'd appreciate it. Because yeah, YouTube's fucking blacklisting me a little bit sometimes, which is very annoying, especially when I make content like this. A lot of it gets age restricted, so yeah, just make sure you share this video around, help me get this video around, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So yeah, cheers, thank you for watching, I'll see you guys next time.